Hello and welcome to the 500 Workshop. Today we're going to be looking at one of these, a Binnacle. I managed to get hold of this from a car that had been taken apart. And I wanted it as a display piece rather than putting it on a car. But it does have a very corroded bezel, so I want to replace that. But also I've never taken one of these apart before, so I thought it'd be interesting to do that and video it and see what we can find out. So looking at this, doesn't appear to be any way of getting this off from the front, so I assume we need to get it off from the back somehow. This has some kind of quite perished foam here, but just going to see if we can ease it off gently. Okay, that came away a little easier than I was expecting. There's only one screw here, not quite sure what that holds in, so we can try and remove that. But also I can see some tabs down here, so I'm just going to get a screwdriver and peel those tabs back and see what that does. Okay, so I've got a screwdriver. Let's see if we can prise that tab. That prizes quite easily. Number 2 and 3. Also need to give this a bit of a clean up. It's pretty filthy. Hopefully this is, yeah, these lights coming away, so hopefully this is for the bezel. Oh, there we go. Well, that's came off quite nice and easy. There we go. Just a simple ring with 3 tabs. That was an easy part. Might want to clear up this lens as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that just comes out. This is quite nice. This is miles per hour, so I'm assuming that this probably came off a right-hand drive car. Let's see. Oh, that bit comes off as well. That's good. Now we're left. I can't see any other screws. That feels quite locked in. Okay, let's undo this screw and see if anything happens at all. I would have thought there was more to it than one screw, but you never know. Keen not to break anything. There's 2 tiny screws on the front here. That doesn't appear to have that screw doesn't appear to have made any difference to being able to get that out. I mean, these are the bulbs. Do these come out? There seems to be some movement there, so maybe I can take the bulbs out. Let's see if okay. Well, that doesn't appear to have an actual bulb in it. I was expecting that to have a bulb in it of some description. Let's try this one. No. Okay. Bulbs appear to have been removed. Let's see if we can get this one to move. Yeah, all of the bulbs seem to have been removed, which is interesting, isn't it? And the removal of the bulbs doesn't appear to have given us any extra indication of how the rest disassembles. These all the same? They look all the same, don't they? So clearly someone had this apart at some point with the intention of either doing it up or replacing the bulbs. Right, so got a small screwdriver here. Let's see what happens if I manage to unscrew these. I'm very delicate. My neighbour has started playing music loudly next door, so apologies if you can hear that. Okay, so that seems to have released the plate, which leads me to believe that that must be... How is that held on? Feels like it should be a push fit. It doesn't seem to want to come off, and I'm terrified of breaking it. So I managed to get the needle off by pulling up, but it's just basically snapped off the actual plate, which is kind of not what I was expecting. You can see it had, oh, let's just try and get that in focus, it had two little tabs which fit into this tiny mechanism here, which is clearly your balanced kind of speedo. So that clearly meant to situate on there, but it still doesn't tell me how you remove this plate at all. I was kind of expecting that to come with it. Otherwise, it's a bit of a mystery. Because I just took a picture with my camera and zoomed in on this. This looks like a tiny rivet on here. Very difficult to see with the naked eye, but see whether we can. Yeah, it's not going to pick it up. But that leaves me flummoxed as to how you would actually get this off and replace it without kind of without physically, literally demolishing it and rebuilding it from scratch. So we're going to leave our exploration there. I'll need to somehow glue this back on, but yeah, we'll put it back together for now. At least we can replace our outer ring. If anyone has any advice or suggestions on how we remove this this plate and get deeper into our speedo, please leave some comments. That'd be very interesting to know. I just use some delicate cleaning solution on that. Now, this needs to be exactly where it needs to be and held in position for a second or two, I think. So I think something like that. Got some just Loctite super glue here. Let's give this a go. Not going to put too much on. Hopefully just enough to hold it in position. Okay, that was easy on the dry run, not so easy when you're trying to glue it. Going to let that dry for a few minutes before carrying on. Just put that to the side while we clean up the plates. give the bulbs a bit of a clean as well. Bulb holders, I should say. Finally, we'll give the actual speedo itself a nice clean. Looking pretty filthy. Right, hopefully that's had enough time to glue itself a little there now. So hopefully put this plate back on and in place. There we go. And then we can put our speedo gauge back in place. Right, okay, that's not quite, the bottom plate doesn't quite feel like it's in place. There we go, that's better. Now we should be able to place that on top. It should only be able to go one way where the tabs are. There we go. And now we can put our new ring on. So go and get that and we can slot that into place. So here's our new speedometer ring chrome from FD Ricambi. You can take that out of the packet. You can see now the clear difference there. Before we just put this in, I'm going to give the inside of here a quick clean, because once we've put it on, there's no going back. There we go. Now we can line this up with the holes. We can turn this over now and the tabs have come through, so we're going to get our screwdriver, bend them back and into place. Just that one, need to keep it nice and tight from underneath. And the final one, try and push that right down so it's in place. There we go, push that one there. Okay, it's all refreshed and looking good. Now we need to put the screw back in and the bulbs back in to their, or the bulb holders, sorry, back into their place. So I think luckily we avoided any permanent damage, and the speedo is still operational despite the fact to use a little bit of glue. That seems to be where it needs to be and in place, which is good. So actually, just before we put the bulbs in place, I'm just going to try and clean up the back here a little bit, make it look nicer. See, it's clearly been stored somewhere pretty horrible. Well, it's taken some time, but now we've cleaned everything up. This is the kind of thing I love, the detail. I don't know whether you can quite make that out, but it's stamped Fiat on this little spade connector here. And that's it's just incredible that someone thought to do that. As you see, I've used a lot of cotton buds to get into the grimy areas. And so we're just left with our bulb holders, which we can hopefully just push back into place. And obviously if I was ever going to use this, then I'd need to put the bulbs in there. But that's all back together. The needle is working, which is good. And it's nice and clean, and we have a nice shiny bezel, which was the purpose of this in the first place.